Have you ever felt the presence, but you were sure there is no one else in a house? Felt something looking at you, but there was nobody in the room? Today I'm presenting a list of top 10 haunted places in Poland, so turn the lights off and enjoy. Number 10. Babia Góra. Travelers that like to feel the chills going down their spine might want to visit a massive called Babia Góra. Legend says that it was a secret place for witch gatherings, and its top peak is now called Diablak, which loosely translates as belonging to the devil. Also, a long time ago on mentioned peak was a so-called Czarci Zamek, which means a devil's castle. Sadly, now it's just a pile of rocks and stones. Number 9. Stara Cerkiew. There is a place called Stara Cerkiew in Chruścino, where in a nearby graveyard, if you're lucky, you might see a ghost of a young boy, dressed in clothes from a previous era. He's supposed to be the son of owners of a nearby castle. Story goes that he used to play around this place, and one time he fell into a swamp and drowned. Castle was changed into a rest home, and some believe that unusually high mortality rate of it isn't a coincidence. There are stories that the personnel was actually killing those that didn't have a family or were too sick. Interesting enough, the place wasn't haunted until the 90s, when boy's parents have been exhumed from the ground. This is when he started to show, and according to some, he actually asks what happened to his parents and where can he find them. Lately, Stara Cerkiew has been renovated and looks like this now. Number 8. Hospital in Oleśno. Hospital in Oleśno is quite famous in Poland amongst seekers of the unknown. Many different rumors surround this place. It has been abandoned and nobody gives a clear explanation why. Local administration simply says that it wasn't needed anymore. Locals say that this hospital had a section for children with tuberculosis, and most of the patients died. How terrifying it must have been knowing that if your child goes there, it will never come back. Since 1959, there have been reports of nurses saying that strange things are happening. Objects started to move by themselves, patients' behavior changed, and strange sounds can be heard. In 2015, they started to renovate it and put a supermarket called Lidl in that building. Good luck with that. Number 7. Psychiatrical Hospital in Owińska. Built in 1838, witness to a tragedy of war. During World War II, German soldiers have mass murdered all the adults and sick children. Healthy children have been sent away to a concentration camp. Locals claim that sometimes they see silhouettes of mentioned children and hear strange sounds coming out of the place. Sightings seem to increase in November, when executions took place. Apparently, light bulbs in the area keep burning out without a reason as well. Number 6. Haunted House in Wierchomla. An example of tragic love. Rich master of the house had a daughter in which his worker has fallen in love with. Because he was a poor man, he wasn't worthy of marrying her, and stricken by pain, he hung himself in the attic. Since then, strange sounds such as footsteps, moaning, and cries can be heard, and objects seem to be moving by themselves. House is now a part of an ethnic park and was actually taken apart, moved, and put back together, according to reports that didn't get rid of the grieving man. Number 5. Royal Castle in Bobolice. There is a castle from 14th century located in Jura Krakowsko-Częstochowska, haunted by a grieving young woman. Story goes that she was forced into marrying a 60-year-old earl. He died few years later, having 3 sons with her, 2 of which died a tragic death. Woman was suspected of both of them, since after them she would be the recipient of all the possessions. However, the rights to care were taken away from her and she went mad, after which she apparently became clairvoyant, and after Having a vision of her last child drowning, she died of sheer grief. Number 4. Ogrodzieniec. Famous for ruins of a 14th century castle nearby, they were even used in a concert video for Hallowed by the Name by Iron Maiden. It had a very cruel master that was torturing people, and locals hated and feared him so much they claim he was taken alive straight down to hell. Sometime later, after his death, a strange sighting started to appear. It seems to look like a big black dog with chain around his neck and eyes of fire. Even animals would not come close to that place, and the dogs would either bark and growl when in the area, or curl up their tail and simply run away. Number 3. Sztutowo. List about haunted places in Poland wouldn't be full without at least a mention about one of the concentration camps. Sztutowo, also known as Sztutowo, held one of them, and about 85,000 prisoners of different nationalities died there. Many of them actually died out of physical exhaustion and prolonged starvation after being freed. It's no surprise that many uneasy souls are now roaming the area. Number 2. Czocha's Castle. Located in Czocha, built for defense in about 1247, those who dare to visit say you can hear whispers, moans, cries, objects moving by themselves, and even callings for help. Some claim they felt as they were being touched while in there. Story goes that 300 years ago castle belonged to Joachim von Noschitz and his wife Ulrike. When he left to go on a war, his wife cheated on him, got pregnant and gave birth to a son. When the husband got back from the war, he ordered the child to be built into a wall above the fireplace, and he threw the wife into a well. Now his wife is haunting the castle and appears to visitors as a grieving woman wearing all white. Number 1. Forest in Witkowice. Given a name of Polish Blair Witch, village in that forest has been built in place of another one that has burned down together with its inhabitants in the 18th century. There is a story that 5 years before that happened, a group of strangers came and built a chapel in the forest where they would do rituals of their mysterious and unknown religion. Legend says that since then, forest became dark and unwelcoming. Apparently, an unusually high number of suicides have happened in that forest as well. In 2001, 9 students went there camping and have never been seen again. Thanks for watching my first top 10 list I ever made. Leave a comment if you enjoyed it. I'm wondering if I should make a second channel just for top lists. What do you think? Until next time, Typer out.